everybody, this is Perch. I think the bar for outrage has gotten so muddled down, so worthless in a lot of cases that I mean, just like what people call outrage. And I get to this stuff all the time. I posted a picture on Twitter and here actually on the YouTube channel in the community area, talking about how, hey, finally I've been bitching over and over and over about Marvel getting into Target, basically playing the Tonkabon game with the manga there and being, in Target. So I go into Target and lo and behold, I see Deadpool manga there. And, I'm like, hey, well, congratulations. Finally, Marvel has gotten into the big box stores. Finally, they're doing this. The bad news is it's actually Shueisha and manga that had to do it for them as opposed to Marvel doing it themselves. And it's a little bit tongue in cheek. I mean, look, that's not the funniest joke in the world. But it's just meant to be like poking at the fact that, for years now, we've seen this strategy with Scholastic and with manga that seems super easy, barely an inconvenience to replicate. But, by the way, let me interrupt for a second. Ryan George, hey, man, my thoughts are with you. You are the funniest guy around and super, super awesome. Sorry that the internet has gotten so shitty, but I've got your back. Always will have your back, brother, and I want you a speedy return. Anyway, I might as well. I use his bit all the time. I got to give him some credit. Anyway, but in comes the one one jackass who's got to be like, well, actually, manga and comics are not competing. What's better for the industry is if everybody wins, and it's not mutually exclusive. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, man, come on, enough. But then, I just finally goes like, I'm not here to have a debate, but I don't understand why you're so outraged. I'm like, Jesus Christ, nobody's outraged. Nobody. Saying, hey, it's funny that Shueisha managed to get Marvel into a big box store before Marvel did is funny. That is kind of funny. Sad, but funny. And, but yeah, more power to them. Good. The funny thing is that helps Marvel by miles, not just in the licensing dollars, but there's going to be more people who are exposed to Deadpool who'll be like, wow, this is pretty cool. I think I'll go hunt down the floppies. That's how it works. So it's good news for Marvel. It is. Just kind of stupid that, Viz and Shueisha have to do it from another country. That's the head scratching part. But anyway, but there's no outrage. People are quick to jump to outrage. And so here's a viewer mail, which is right along the same boat. It says, Perch, hey there, you might have read or heard that comic journo site CBR has posted articles that MCU fans are outraged and perhaps even calling bloody murder that the first Marvel's trailer didn't drop during this year's Super Bowl. No MCU fan wants Marvels, but MCU Phase 4, however, we've seen that Disney doesn't give a fuck about comic books. God, no point of view here, and continues to milk the MCU. That's Disney's profit or loss to make. I'm personally apathetic toward the MCU to the point where I no longer care or no longer excited about MCU characters or in what MCU movie. I'll be seeing Ant-Man 3 because I like Paul Rudd and Michael Douglas. In other words, I'll be watching any future MCU movies because I like the actors in the movie and not because of which MCU characters are in the movies. Sincerely, Mike. So I thought, no, it's surely not. Nobody is doing, nobody is upset about the Marvels trailer, right? I mean, come on. Like, who cares? But lo and behold, GOTV, CBR, Newsline, CBR.com. MCU fans are outraged the Marvel's trailer didn't drop during the Super Bowl. After rumors swirled that the Super Bowl would play host to a trailer for the Marvels, many MCU fans are disappointed the video was a no-show. The Marvel's absence left fans frustrated and disappointed. And then they posted some tweets. And this is an article with tweets. There's like 5 or 6 tweets of people like posting GIFs going, here's a no trailer for Marvels, the movie. And then they post a picture of like, bitchy face Wednesday Addams from the Netflix show. It's like, oh my God. So sure enough, oh, by the way, that post featuring Bitchy Wednesday Adams was from a Twitter poster called Kang's Whore. This article literally quotes, I mean, I'm just going to go down here. It quotes Wanda's attorney, Nil, Kang's Whore, and another one from Wanda's attorney. Like, that's the outrage. No, wait a minute, there's more. Here's one from Shar, Windy, which both look like bots, Daryl Canvers, and another bot. This is the outrage. MCU fans are outraged. And so it got me to thinking, like, the bar for outrage is just absurdly, stupidly low at this point. I mean, come on. Nobody is truly angry about this. Nobody cares. I agree with the person. I mean, look, maybe they care from the standpoint. I'm not going to go as far. Look, there are Brie Larson fans out there. You know, they definitely, I'm sure, would love to see a trailer. You know, I mean, hell, I'm trying to make it all 6 of them. I don't know what's the joke there, but anyway, I'm sure there's some fans out there who would love to see a Marvel trailer. Look, that Flash trailer, even though it stars, resident psychopath. Anyway, even though that guy is in there, people like to see these trailers. It was cool seeing Michael Keaton back there, not as the Vulture, but as Batman again. That was cool. You know, why not? You know, there's nothing that who's watching the Super Bowl for the commercials anymore anyway, but I mean, fine. You see some of these trailers. There was one for Guardians 3. They're like, everybody's going to die. That was a trailer for Guardians 3. It's like Rocket's in trouble. Star-Lord's in trouble. There's tears. Everybody's a little smushy. They're playing sad music, like they're all going to break up and never be seen again together because James Gunn's going off to DC. Whatever. Look, I think, I'm sure people would have loved to have seen whatever the hell the Marvel's trailer is going to be. But for Christ's sake, nobody's outraged. This is an overreaction. So I guess I'm going down this entire path. First of all, you make a good point. I think a lot of people showing up to the MCU these days are showing up for the actors and kind of the quality of the movie they're going to get. That's why you're seeing the money go to where it's going. I mean, is anybody looking forward to an Avengers where we get to see Moon Knight and She-Hulk and, the Phase 4 folks? I don't know. I'm having a hard time. I'm betting, by the way, that Young Avengers suffers the same fate as the Defenders did on Netflix. I think it's a lot of you're like, oh yeah, there's Kamala and Riri and Kate Smothers. Okay, all right, but I don't know. Is that is high evolutionary in the Guardians trailer, right? That's who's in there. Anyway, all right, fine, whatever. But the word outrage has shifted to mean like fans outraged, and then they're going to pull from Kang's Whore to give you some people giving lukewarm, mild, like me after seeing Kevin Feige didn't drop the Marvels trailer with like a sad face of a puppy. I can't even I'm trying to understand. Is CBR trying to get outrage clicks from people who, are going to get baited into being angry about Captain Marvel? Is that what this is? Or is it that they're hoping to, I can't even tell what's the angle here for this. Who's the audience for Twitter fans, 6 of them, angry at Kevin Feige for not putting a trailer out for the Super Bowl? By the way, what always cracks me up a little bit is you see people on Twitter going, hey, you should think about people and yourself. Americans are so selfish, so entitled. Don't be so entitled. Don't have so much privilege. And then they turn around and be like, I demand a new trailer for the Marvels during the Super Bowl. I don't nothing in the world says entitled asshole quite like that. I've Kang's Whore. Okay. All right, fine. Kang's Whore. Anyway, were you outraged by the lack of a Marvels trailer during the Super Bowl? Was this you? This is, I mean, I'm incredulous. This is right up there with that non-binary dog gang hero. People are like, how dare you insult the non-binary dog defender who becomes the dog knight by Jeremy Whitley. Like, how dare you insult that book? Like, because it sounds stupid. That's why. No, let's come on. Can we all just, maybe it'll be great. Maybe it'll be great. I hope it is. I mean, Jeremy Whitley, you deserve a check. Why not? But can we stop pretending that things that are dumb and sound stupid are not stupid? Like, this is one of the worst aspects about the last 5 years. We all have to like suck it up and pretend that things that are just absolutely dumb on the surface are somehow legitimate. It's no, this is dumb. We all know it's dumb. You know it's dumb. We all know it's dumb. Nobody serious. Like, this is the state of comics journalism. 6 Twitter users upset that a trailer that they thought they were going to see during the Super Bowl didn't actually appear. Story 11. Anyway, am I wrong? By all means. I always love that there's always one sad sack jackass who comes in and is like, well, actually, Perch, a lot of people like trailers, and making fun of their disappointment just shows that you are a small person. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for listening.